This is not my address for any weirdos. This is a fake dress that's made up so I can go down the street. This was the street I lived on. God, when was this taking a picture of? March 2019? Oh, wow. It looks so barren. It used to be like big fields that were full of grass and stuff. And then you would take that road down, and then you take this road and it takes you out to the highway. Okay, so let's go this way. Oh, yep, there's the grass. Hey, now they have grass. Yep. This is where I used to live. This is where I came from. Good times. Oh, no. How do I use this? Flat land gives you anxiety? Bro, everything is so flat. You weren't allowed to go in this pond because there was fish that were owned by the rich guys over here, and then also a lot of possums. Car didn't go that way, so Google doesn't have directions. Oh, that sucks. I wonder if I can get through this then. Just scroll wheel and zoom in. Well, you see back here, there's a road that goes to where I used to live. Well, anyways, that's all the trailer parks. So these were like the rich people. They had all double wides and stuff. So they were like super cool and kind of stingy actually. Whenever I mowed their lawns, I would charge 25 instead of 15 because they were good for the money. And then if they wanted me to weed it too, I would charge an extra 10 bucks. So I weeded this yard a lot actually. 2008, I don't think I was doing it then. I was like mowing the lawns in 2005, 2006. That's how I made money. Walking around, weed eating and stuff. And then, so if we go this way. Oh my god, this is bringing back so many memories. This is fucking ridiculous. Okay, is this right? Yeah, this feels right. Oh my god, Jesus. This is breaking my brain right now. Did the Google truck not go down here? Was my trailer park not worth it to you? Are you kidding me? You didn't go back and look at all this? What's your problem, bro? That's such bullshit. I can't show you guys. The Google truck didn't think I was worth it. Alright, well, let's go down the road here. I'll show you my high school and all that stuff, I guess. You don't go down for privacy reasons? Okay, well, this road was, like, really nice. When I ran away from home, I, like, ran down this road on my bike as fast as I could. I cleared it in, like, 9 minutes. It's not a big deal, chat. This is where, like, where I would go. I would come over here whenever I wanted to, make money. You know, like, fundraisers and stuff. Because no one in the trailer parks bought anything. They were just so poor. So I'd, like, bike all the way down here. And I would go to all these houses, and these guys were like fucking rich, bro. Look at their houses. They were so much bigger than ours. And they would just buy everything on the fundraisers. I remember one lady, oh, this is going to be a bad story. She gave me like 250 bucks. And then I only ordered like $100 worth of stuff, so I was like, hey, I don't have everything. And she's like, you can keep the rest. And so I kept the rest of the money. It was great. I made 150 bucks. Because I accidentally misordered everything. I tried that again in the future, and the other people took their money back. It didn't work out. It was an anomaly. Okay, let's go this way. There should be like a stop sign and a church up here, I think. Whoa! Is this new? Wait, am I turned around? Where am I? Where's the church at? Oh, there's the church, yeah. Wow, they added all this stuff over here. Oh, it's 2019, that's why. Damn, they have an apartment complex here? Next to the trail park? Whoa, look at that. Damn. That's all brand new. Oh, it's like a church place. What's that say? Can I see that? Let me look at this real quick. Beautiful Savior Manor. Oh, it must be like old people that live there now. There was like an old people trailer park down here on this road. And it was like the nice trailer parks. Like, if you weren't 60 years or older, you couldn't live down that way. It's like way down there. But here's the church. And then if you go down this way, this is like the route we would take when I was driving to get to school. Oh, wait, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. I mean, it is right, but it's not right. I don't want to go through all the neighborhoods. Okay. This way is the way I want to go. And this was a way to Grandma's house, you know, before she died. Oh, they added duplexes over here too. Look at that. 2013. I think I was there for them putting those in. And then this was a school here. Cambridge. I didn't go to that school. I went to Scott. Scott was way better. It was actually right down the road. They were pretty close to each other. Right around on this bend. Yeah, this bend, I remember. I almost fucking died, bro. I was in my Bronco and it just recently frosted and snowed. And I came around this corner a little too fast and I did 360 in the middle of the road and just barely skipped by a car. And then I went to school. And this is where I played football. Right up here. The Belton Pirates. Hell yeah, dude. I joined track and field one year. I was like, I'm gonna be fast. And I remember like training for a week. And just like, I remember I would try to like have short steps so I can be faster. In my mind, I was like, well, if I hit the ground faster, I move faster, right? And then I went and joined for the track team. And my fat ass joined the javelin and the shot put team. I was so slow. This was the high school that I went to. Yep. Good old Belton High School. I used to park like right over here in the morning. And then if I couldn't park there, I would actually park down this street. I'd park like right over here, which was pretty nice. Not too bad to get to. Surprisingly, no one ever yelled at me. That's like the entrance to the high school. Do not enter there. Yep. That was the debate class where I took debate in this corner. That was my favorite class. I was always in this part of the school because it was like debate and then a gym right next to it, so I can go like play games if I wanted to play. And then you would take this road up, and this would take you straight up to the main street. It was like a little weird turn, and then up here on Main Street, it's my elementary school. So all the schools were so close to each other. The school, what the fuck? It looks like a little Toyota car. Who's driving that? Oh, yep. No one had rims. Everyone lost their rims. You'll see that on all the cars. No one cared. I was missing 2 on my car. So that was Scott. It's so small. It used to be so big on my brain, but it's so small. Look at that parking lot. Jeez. This is where you started to get to like the rich people. Oh, I wonder if the freshman center is here. It has to be, right? Because I went to the freshman center. So it got to the point where our high school was too small. So they took one grade and they put them into a school by themselves. So down here is where they put it. The freshman center. Yeah. And this was literally just 9th grade only. I wonder if it still is. But it was like, we were the first class to go into this. We were lucky. We got a brand new school and everything. We were so spoiled. I think they had like a baseball stadium that was on it, if I remember correctly. Wait, that's not the freshman studio. That is... Oh, God. That was middle school. Holy shit. What was the name of that middle school? Oh, I totally forgot. What was the name of that? We fucking hated it there. So, like, this school was shaped so weird, chat. This school was so fucking weird. On the outside, it was like a box, right? But on the inside, it was like a fucking hexagon. Like this. I mean, it's awful looking. But, like, classes were divided like this. And so what you would do is you would come in and do your class, and it was like spheres everywhere. They were like honeycombs. And so, like, you would have one class here, and then you might have one class here attached. So you would go to your locker and then grab, like, your 2 things. And there were, like, honeycombs everywhere. And you could literally see other people learning. Like, there'd be little doors here. Like, I remember this one teacher, he was so weird. He wasn't my class, but every time he would teach people about Homo sapiens, he would open both the doors and he would yell, "I'm a homo!" And then the entire class would giggle. And he'd be like, "I'm a Homo sapien." And he would point at everybody. And he would just fucking do that every time that he brought up monkeys. He was not my teacher in any way, shape, or form. It was so fucking weird. I forgot his name. Anyways, that was a middle school. That was for 7th and 8th grade only. And then this was for 9th grade. Oh, it's being built. Oh my God, you can see it being built. Wait, is it being built? No, it can't be being built. 2018 is not right. I graduated in 2007. Is that a different school? Is this the freshman center? Did they add more high school? Can I go down here? Okay, I guess not. Okay, so that's the freshman center, 100%. This is where I went for 9th grade. Are they building another high school? Jesus, is the population of Belton that big? Yeah, there it is. It was fancy for its time. It even looks a little bit new still, even in 2018. My God. What are they building over here? I'm really curious now. I wonder if they're redoing the high school, because the main high school, Belton High School, is just so old now. It's ridiculous. Wait. What is this? Go Pirates, Central Bank of the Midwest. Wait, is this the freshman center? But they just don't have the right pictures for it? Anyways, yeah, there's tons of schools. I got sidetracked. Let's go back this way. Let's go to Main Street so you guys can see how, like, bumfuck nowhere we are. Going down. I'm pretty sure if we follow this road all the way down, it takes us. There's a roundabout here. Yep. Oh my God. This roundabout was the talk of the town for a year, man. This was our first roundabout, and then they added another one way down that street. And everyone's like, bro, have you been on the roundabout? And I was like, no. What roundabout? And like, it's by the freshman center, bro. And I'm like, really? And then we went to the freshman center, and people would literally just go around the roundabout, and they're like, they're so fucking cool, right? And I was like, right, dude. We would always go do the roundabout on our way to Sonic. And Sonic was this way. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Here's another roundabout. Oh, the roundabouts were so pog. Such a big deal. Yeah, there's some pretty, like, nice houses, actually, out here. Like, people had some good houses. They're not too bad. Not too shabby. I think in that, like, area, they were, like, newer houses. My friend Dustin got one there. Okay, and then we go this way, and then this fucking light was so weird. This was such a weird-ass light. It was just like, here's a light, and it didn't go anywhere here. There was, like, a card shop over here that sold cards. And then, like, this is, like, the dividing line of, like, New Belton that was being improved upon, and shit Belton, which was, like, old city. So you go through that light, and there'll be another light here. And then, like, so here's old Belton. You can tell it's old. 13 Donuts was here. I guess now it's a Smoking Liquors, but this place was 13 Donuts. This lady was fucking like 85 years old, bro. 85. And she would give you 13 donuts, which I thought was a deal at the time. I didn't know a baker's dozen was a thing, so we would always go there. Like, we need an extra donut, bro. But she, like, had a hunch, and she would just get up there at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and she would just make us donuts every morning. And they were like some of the best donuts I ever had in my life. I think she died, and now it's a pizza place. Unlucky. So that was the card place here. It was like called Big Al's or whatever. And then, ooh, that got updated. New gas station. And then, oh, I'll show you my first job ever, chat. You ready for this? All right, if you had to guess, chat, what would you think was my first job? Oh, this is like the electrical area over here. Yeah. Yep. There's that over there. And there's like some houses back here. Dishwasher? Dairy Queen? Grocery store? Something to do with schools? Look at this, reasonable auto. You would like show up and be like, can you fix this? And like, I don't have a manual on that one, bud. Can't fix it. And so you would go down the street. Hey, do you have a manual on this one? Nah, I don't got a manual on that one, bud. You would keep driving. And eventually one of these shops would have had a manual so they could fix your car. Ooh, good times. But this used to be the main street of Belton before it grew. So this kind of got left in the dust because they didn't have much more to expand. And then, did they move this? What year is this? 2019? Did they get rid of the place I used to work? This used to be a Pizza Hut, as you can tell. Now it's a Craig Motors. God, so many motor places. And then, this should be where I work. Yeah, here it is! This was my first job ever, chat. The Family Cabin. Trash food. Pure gravy on everything. Country fried steak, nachos, just a variety of food. And I was a dishwasher. I washed dishes here. And that little thing back there, you have like the dump truck, and then I had the oil thing. I have to take all the oil out every night at 8 p.m. and dump it into this thing for it to be recycled. I parked back here. Can you actually go back here? Oh, that would have been exciting if you could have. I parked back here. That was my parking spot. Good times. Good times. More trailer parks, by the way. I think there was 3 trailer parks. I lived in Crown Park. There was 2 more. One was like kind of sophisticated, where we had a lot of parties and stuff, and it was like this big water area around it that people loved. You had to drive over it. I was always afraid to drink and drive because I always had this like thought that if I drank and drive, I would crash into the water and die. So that's why I never drunk and drove. Besides it, being bad. Some more car places, car wash here. And what water? I'll show you in a second. Oh, this place is so good. It was a taco place. Taco Shack, I think is what it's called. Can I see the name? Auto Choice? What? Wait, why is everything cars here? Oh, here's Taco Shack. Snack Shack, that's what it was. Yeah, my memory is a little fuzzy. This was years ago. Snack Shack. They have powdered cheese, chat. Have you ever had powdered cheese? It's so fucking tasty. They would just take cheese and powder it on there. I don't even know what it was, but it was so good. I think we have another church down here. More people, more cars, etc. There's like a military base back here. Oh, Cinco de Mayo. I remember that place. Yeah, it was a taco place. Only in Kraft mac and cheese? No, yeah, it was like a weird like crumbled cheese. It was called powdered cheese. No, I didn't snort it. I didn't snort anything. I think this is a house. I think someone lived here. There's just random ass house here. Little shopping center area. Ugh. Owen Lumber. More car places down here, I think. And this is just like Old Town Belton, man. Good times. Like breaded? No, it was like powdered crumbled. It was like all crumbly. It was so weird, but like so different. I never remembered it. Yeah, here we go. Here's a BP. I tried to buy alcohol here once. We had like a party that was going on that was like back here. And I came here, and we were like, I don't know, like 19 or 20. And the girl I came with me, she like tucked her shirt in and exposed her belly, and she's like, "This makes me look older." And I was like, "Oh, cool." So I did it too. And we both walked in with our shirts tucked in, with our belly exposed, and we're like, "We're here to buy our alcohol." And they were like, "Yeah, man, I got you. We close in like 30 minutes." And I was like, "Cool." And he's like, "All right, I need to see your ID." And I was like, "Oh, you're closing in 30 minutes? Let me run back and get my thing, but I think I live like 35 minutes away." And he's like, "All right, dude, hurry up. I'll wait for you." And we never went back. And to this day, I wonder if that guy was still waiting for us and our exposed bellies. Okay, let's go this way. More stuff this way, more stuff that way. I think this like takes us out to the highway. I'm pretty sure. Damn, they added a lot of like car places down here. It's ridiculous. He's still waiting right now for you. You knew you were lying? Yeah, he 100% knew you were lying. 100%. Yep. The things kids do. Am I right? I so believe her, too. I was like, you do look older. Wow. I think her name was Samantha. I think I had a crush on her, probably. This is the other trailer park. I think this is the back entrance of the trailer park. This trailer park is so big. Yeah, this is the back entrance. Well, let us go through it so I can show you guys the water. America. Okay, this is like the... I just remember we had trailer parks everywhere. That's why I was so confused. South Fork, that was an invent. My parents, like, were so pissed at me. Because, like, one day, I told you guys this, like, when I was learning what I wanted to do when I grow up. They were like, "What do you want to do, Tim?" And I was like, "I want to run a trailer park." And they got so fucking mad at me. And I was like, "No, seriously, you guys pay someone to live here. And it's cheap. This is a shitty place to put together. It can't cost that much. All you gotta do is buy land, buy crappy houses, and then sell it to dumb people like us." And my parents would get so mad at me for saying that was like what I wanted to do. I would argue with them for hours. I was like, dude, I'm just gonna make bank off people. Exploit the poor. Here's the water, chat. Here's the water. I told you about it. So this water kind of goes everywhere. They were like the fancy trailer park, okay? Because they had water and we didn't. You could feed the ducks. It's kind of a big deal. God, how do I get out of here? I know, right? Well, it's not a mansion. That was a leasing office. So you would park here to live in the trailer park. It's kind of a big deal. And this is where we like threw a ton of parties. The only problem with this place is like the yards were so small. Like when I would drive over here when I was like 16 with my lawnmower, and I would mow these for like $8 because it took me like 5 minutes, and I would just farm all of these trailers, easy peasy. Just farm them out because they were so tight and compact. And so I would farm, and then I would make some money, and then I would go to the next one. Like, hey, I just mowed their lawn. Do you want to match it? I'll do it for $8. And then I would just take them all. It was easy peasy. No one likes to be the one with tall grass. God, how do I get out of this place? I don't even remember. I want to backtrack. We'll find a way out. I think down here. This is where my mom left me when I was 2. We lived down here, I think. Pretty sure. Fuck you, Mom. Good to see ya. Let's go this way. And then we go down here. Run that way. And is that the way out? Ooh, I think that's a side path. I think this is the way. I think. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to get out on the other side, because then I can go straight into 58, which will take us to the main area. Ooh, is this right? Evening Way? Where is this? This feels wrong. I'm lost. Let's make a right, chat. We're going this way. I think we're back on Old Belton, which is fine with me. Yeah. Old Belton, North Scott. Okay, so let's make a left here. And then we'll go to New Belton. And that'll be enough of our tour. I'm sure this is really boring, you guys. Okay, let's go this way. Go! Is there any way to, like, speed up and go fast? Or you kind of have to just do this? Excuse me, cart. Keep going. Hey, Owen Lumber. Remember that place? We just saw that earlier, chat. That's a reference. So, like, this all looks poor and cheap, but Belton started to level up pretty hard, actually. So I'm kind of excited to show you guys that part. Okay, so this is where we turn left. And remember, this is like the dividing line between Old Belton and New Belton. So you have like a little bit of a mirage. Ah, Sonic! We used to go here all the time. I would eat the hell out of chili cheese dogs with no onions. And then I would get a cherry limeade with extra cherries. That's what I would do. And they'd be like, no, sir, you can't have extra cherries. And then I was like, pretty please? And they were like, okay. And they would give me 3 extra cherries every time. It was great. It was so good. Let's go this way. Waitresses and skates? Yep, they all had to wear skates. I remember I had a friend that went there, and she got fired on day 2 because she couldn't figure out how to work the skates. And I was like, you knew that everyone wore skates before you applied, right? You know that. And she was like, I thought they would make an exception. Good times. Okay, so you can kind of see how, like, it's starting to transition from, like, Old Town Belton into, like, New Town. They get a little bit more, like, important stuff. Back here is, like, really... Oh, my God. I went to therapy here, bro. Oh, my parents were, like, the devil. They fucking thought my brain was weird, so they took me to therapy. And what I wound up doing, there was a game where you would take over countries, I think. Risk, maybe? And I just played it with my therapist, literally for, like, 6 months straight. I went every Wednesday. She would take me out of school during lunch, which I fucking loved lunch because it was pizza day. And then we would go to do therapy. And all I would do was just play video games against my therapist. And that was it. Well, not video games, board games. It was so weird. Okay. So we go that way. This way. This was a Dairy Queen, but the air conditioning never worked. Ever. So it was always hot. This is where I tried to buy my first car. And they said no, so I went somewhere else. Pretty lame story when you think about it. This was always weird. This was like a smoke shop. And it was always packed. I always assumed they were selling meth there, but I have no idea. I just assume things. This was my first real job where I actually made money. I was kind of an asshole when I was a kid, and I was lucky I had friends. I got my first paycheck while working here at Quick Trip, which is like one of the best gas stations in the Midwest. Like, everyone loves Quick Trip. And I got my first paycheck, and I was making like 4 times as much as my friends. And I don't know why I was proud of it, but like, we had a bulletin board where we posted our accomplishments, and I posted my first check there. And they got really mad at me one night when we were all drunk, and they all kind of yelled at me. And that's when I kind of learned not to like gloat as much. But I got it from Quick Trip, and I worked there for nearly 5 years, and it was great. Sadly, I skipped college because I was working there and I was making so much money. So I was like, fuck yeah, I actually have money in my pocket. This is great. And I skipped college, and then eventually we got to a point where I started casting StarCraft, and then I left from this job, and I was so ready to leave. I was like, I don't want to. Like, I think like 4 years into it, I was like, I don't want to work at a gas station for the rest of my life. Because the thing is, like, they treat their employees really, really, really well. Like, this is actually a good fucking job if you put a lot of time into it. It's just like I just had a weird sensation where I was like, I can't imagine doing this every day. I was working with people that were like in their 40s and their 50s, and they had been there for 25, 30 years, right? And I don't know, just like seeing that, I was like, that's not for me. But it was good. It was good for a few years. Like, I loved Quick Trip. They took care of their employees, and I got a little bit rotten towards the end because I was ready to leave. But overall, I'm happy that I like chose to go that route for a few years, even though I skipped out on college. Pepe hands. This place, fuck this place, bro. Okay, so this place across, were always challenging us on gas, man, and we always had to be one sit underneath them. So every day that I went in the office, I had to drive across, look at the shitty gas station, check out their price that they were trying to do, and then I had to drive all the way down here and look out for another gas station that was like underneath the bridge, and then I had to come back and plug it into the computer, and then I would have to walk all the way out, go to this thing over here, and change the gas price to always be 1 cent underneath them. It was so annoying, man. So tilting. Every day. Taco Bueno came in. When Taco Bueno came in, it was a big... Wait, are they closed? No way. I used to love Taco Bueno. They were good. Oh, they're not closed. They just don't have any paint. Yeah, I used to go there all the time. Wait, what's back here? What? They added a price shopper back here? So this is like all the new stuff. I didn't see any of this. I left before all this. Cool. That used to be way over there. I guess they wanted to put it like right off the highway. The highway's right there. It's very close. So this is like this and Hy-Vee were the main grocery shops back home, where you would go for groceries. I liked Hy-Vee because Hy-Vee had free donuts, little donut holes in the front, so I can get some donut holes while I was walking around. But Price Chopper supported the Kansas City Chiefs, so like if you support the Chiefs, we support you. So they had more business, I think. Okay. O'Reilly's Auto Parts, that's where I would try to fix my car. God, I hated fixing my car. It was such a piece of trash. But I always go there, and if that didn't work, I would go to AutoZone. And AutoZone, right there. AutoZone was actually nicer, but my dad went to O'Reilly's, so I went there. Oh, fuck this church. I paved this church. Did I tell you the story, chat? This church back here, I paved the road. Did I tell you this story? Can I go back here and look at it? I didn't pave this shit. This ain't me. That ain't me. I paved the one behind. Let me see here. If I can get up here into Quick Trip. Oh, I can. No, I can't. There's like a little road back here. Like right there? Is that it? I remember it being on the backside. Can I get over there? I was an asshole when I was a kid. And I did something pretty bad. And my punishment was to help pave the church's parking lot. It was like 2006 when I did it? Yeah. That's 10 years after. Okay, well, I paved this from here to here. My parents would not want me on the internet or video games in general. And so what I did is I added a keylogger to my dad's computer. And I stole everyone's passwords to the internet because I had parental controls on my internet account. I don't know if you guys remember Hotmail and MSN, but they would put timers on you. So I put a keylogger on my PC and stole all their passwords, and I would use my cousin's the most because she was a couple years older than me and she didn't have hours logged in. And anyways, back then I was a little bit rotten, and I had an email pop up while I was surfing the internet on her account, and it said, "Hey, you coming to church this Saturday?" And I responded back, "Fuck no. Church is awful." The problem is, I hit reply all, and it went to their entire church, including children, from her account. And I got banned from the internet for 2 years. And I was told to come up here and lay tar down on the road. So, I was in the wrong. I have learned that if I have problems, I just hold my mouth. Or I jokingly point but I don't cuss at people and hit reply all. How'd they find out it was you? I think there was similar writing patterns in my writing or something. My dad knew it was me. Like they all sat me down and they're like, "Okay, Tim, come on." And I think I like held out for a couple days, but because my parents had this way of like, if you did something wrong, they would ground everybody. So me, my brothers, and my sister were all grounded because of me. And so eventually, from peer pressure and family pressure, and we all wanting to do stuff, eventually the truth person would have to come out. Pretty shitty tactic, but it got results. So like, if my sister fucked up, I would be in trouble. I remember like in theater, this was the biggest one that annoyed me. In theater, we were in the play Wizard of Oz, and I got the position of the human before the Scarecrow came out. So like, instead of doing one person who did the human in the Wizard of Oz and then the Scarecrow, they had two different roles, and I got the human role for opening up the act. And then like someone above me who was like a way better actor got the Scarecrow. My sister applied for Dorothy, and my sister is not very good at acting or being on stage, and she got brutally shut down. And she went home crying. So my parents pulled me out of the play as well. And I remember being so mad, and I hated that like group punishment so much that I lost that play because of it. But like, that's like the kind of how they dealt with stuff. Oh no! Go back in! How do I go back into Street View? I was looking at stuff. Is it satellite? No. How do I get on 3D mode from here? I was looking at something. Lower right? Oh, thank you. Let's go to the 58 again. Where's that church at? We'll just go here. Perfect. Okay, anyways. We're back on the street. Enough about my childhood. Old people house. You would constantly have ambulances coming down the street where people were dying. It was kind of sad. But you've seen an ambulance come down this way, and you're like, oh yeah, someone died again. Pepe hands. I had a job here. There was a taco place. I wonder if you can see it. Oh wow, it's a Domino's here? That place is still there? Nice. There was a place here called Taco something. I worked there for like a year, I think. It's kind of lame. Didn't really like it that much. Carpets for less. Carpet stores are a thing, aren't they? I don't think we have carpet stores here in California. There's a Little Caesars over here. Can you fucking move, Roma Bakery? Okay, fine. I'll go this way. Sorry, I didn't mean to be in your way. What the fuck is wrong with you? Move! How do I... Okay, let's go this way. Okay, it's gone. Thank God. Okay, now what? How do I get over here? Jesus. The respect of people. They don't have any. Keep going. Keep going. Move, Roma Bakery. Oh, it was just driving with me. I see. Oh, they closed it down? Little Caesars was here, dude. I went here all the time. Right here, Little Caesars, man. Crazy bread? Bro, crazy bread all day, every day. I would eat that. That would be my lunch. I would just walk around with the crazy bread and the sauce. And it was so garlicky and so salty. It was yummy. And sometimes I would get the pizza too if I wanted some food. Okay, let's keep going this way. Hopefully we can get past Little Roma Bakery. I guess they were just driving together. Aldi Food Market. That's like the poor people grocery store, but like quietly is actually like the better grocery store. They had so much good stuff there. I wish I would have went there more. I had like this negative connotation in my head. I was like, poor people go here. But like, I was poor. I should have just gone there. They actually had decent food. Oh my God. This place was huge when it went in. Jose Peppers? This was like the place to hang out. Jose Peppers, man. This was like a Mexican restaurant that was kind of Tex-Mex, if that makes sense, but more on the Mexican side, but like employed by a whole bunch of white people. It was ridiculous. But they had Espinaca dip, bruh. Espinaca dip, and it was so good. Every time I go back to Kansas City, I always go for some Espinaca dip. The regular food, the rest of the food, Very generic. But the Espinaca dick. Espinaca dip is so tasty, and you must put it in your mouth as much as you can. But you can kind of see like how this place started to get a little bit more popular. Like this used to be back when I was in high school. All of this was starting to be developed. It was all fields. All of this was fields, and then all the corporations started coming in, which is pretty cool. Then we had our first GameStop, Starbucks. Here, this is where I gained like 15 pounds. I discovered a little thing called the double chocolate chip frappuccino. So yummy. And I would get a grande like every 2 days with whipped cream. I would consume it. I would go look at GameStop and look at all the games that I would never get because the only game I played back then was Halo 3. And I had to buy a second Xbox because my dad threw my first one away. So all I could afford was like an Xbox and then like Halo. So that's all I played. I hated Call of Duty players. Whenever they had Call of Duty on the front, I just wouldn't look at the shop. I'd be like, fuck you, Call of Duty. Buffalo Wild Wings was our second place to hang out if you didn't go to Jose Peppers. All my friends worked at Jose Peppers, so I would go there. But whenever they were mad at Jose Peppers, I don't know if you guys have worked in the food industry, but there's a lot of drama. Like, people hate each other that work there until they don't. And that's usually when they're having sex. So, like, if they're breaking up and not enjoying each other's company or banging, usually there was some kind of fight going on, and the people that were fighting with the person would leave them over at Jose Peppers, and the rest of us would come over to Buffalo Wild Wings. And this is where, like, we would hang out. Parmesan garlic wings, all that stuff. Grab our own drinks when we turned 21. That was, like, the place. So Jose Peppers and Buffalo Wild Wings usually had, like, a little bit of a war going on. Pretty bonkers. Everyone should work either in the food industry or retail. Dude, the weirdest thing about retail or working with people is you know everything about them within like 2 weeks. People are so open when they hate their jobs. They talk about anything else. So you kind of bond over things that you enjoy or hate. It's kind of crazy how much you know about people. Okay, let's go this way. Let me know when you're getting bored, chat. We can end the stream and log off. I feel like this isn't that exciting. Longhorn Steakhouse. Honestly, this place was like for the adults. Like, I went there a couple times. I was like, I didn't get steak. Like, I don't know. Like, this place just didn't make good food. I preferred to go to, what's it called? Outback? We used to go to Outback Steakhouse, and there was a place called Bupa de Beppo, which isn't that good anymore, but back in the day, it was pretty nice for us. It was like family-style restaurants that gave out like Italian food. So we preferred that over Longhorn. Longhorn, I don't know. I feel like old people went there. And the times I went, the steak wasn't that great. Like, I felt like my dad's steak was better. My dad's not even that good of a cook. Like, he throws pasta and cheese into a pan and goes, "This is lasagna." Okay, Dad, thanks. There's Hy-Vee. I loved Hy-Vee, as mentioned earlier. Hy-Vee hooked us up with donuts. Little donut holes. So you would walk in here. There was 2 entrances, which was a pretty big deal at the time. One on the left, one on the right. And if you walk here on the left, there was like a little donut thing you can get. So I grabbed some donut holes, and then I would walk around and do all my shopping. And then we started getting back into like older Belton. Like, this is kind of like, you had Arby's come in. Arby's, when it came in, was a big fucking deal, bro. 5 beef sandwiches for $5. And then, while I was going to Arby's, I checked out a little restaurant. And this is where my love story began with Chipotle. Because this place came in a couple years later. And I would go there almost every other day. And I felt bad because I would drive by Arby's. I loved you, Arby's. You were great to me. You gave me so many sandwiches. But over here, they had an $8 burrito. Oh. Used to love that place. And it was like sophisticated too. I don't know if we can like log in or move up. Can we move up here? Can we see inside? Can we see the people? No, we can't. It was pretty sophisticated for the time. Like, it looked like it was modern. Which is pretty good times. I think this is a car wash back here. I didn't really use that place. I didn't really care about my car in any way, shape, or form. The top of my car was actually ripped off from my friends. I don't know if you guys remember on the top, if you would put your hands on the top of the hood, it was like a felt. And in older cars, eventually it would start to fall down. I just cut all that felt down because my friends just kind of ripped it off over time. And my car inside was disgusting. This is like a little drive-through ATM that everyone went to. Everyone would pay the fee because they didn't have to get out. It was weird because you would like come in and do a UE and then come out and go that way. This used to be a Blockbuster. Oh wait, no, this was a Blockbuster. Yeah, that was a Blockbuster. What is it now? This was like a steak shop, wasn't it? A barbecue place? I can't remember what that was. I think that was a barbecue place, but now it's a discount tire. Ah! My third job. Subway. This is when I was a sandwich artist, chat. Good times. Good times. I would eat so many tuna sandwiches, and the McDonald's was there forever. This is like right over the highway, so you have like a lot of restaurants laying around. This was a bank that you could drive through as well. Driving through banks was like the shit. Everyone loved driving through banks. No one wanted to actually like go inside. In California, there is no drive-through banks. Everything you have to walk into. I remember like when I first came to California, I was so weirded out that I couldn't drive through my bank. Oh, they added a Freddy's. What was back here? There was nothing back here. Wow, they really just kind of shoved that in, didn't they? There must not be a lot of room there. Yeah, that looks kind of compact. They really just shoehorned that in. They're like, here you go. Huh. Trench was the old school way? I don't remember what it was. It was like a felt system. And so this takes you to Harrisonville, which is like bumfuck out of nowhere. Like, Belton was like the last stop, and then you had like a 20-minute drive to Harrisonville, and then Harrisonville becomes like full country boys out there. Oh, now I can show you guys the entrance to South Fork. So this is like the main highway. This is where you come in from like 71. This takes you from to Kansas City, like the main area. And then up here was like more car shops that I didn't get any cars from. Burger King. And then this way was to one of my first serious girlfriends. We lived back there in that area. Or was it this area? I think it was that area. I think I stayed with a roommate back here. Let me guys show you the entrance to that trailer park. Remember that trailer park we were in earlier? That goes to the back of Belton, Old Town Belton? This is the entrance to it. It was actually a massive trailer park. It was kind of insane how big it was. With the pond? Yeah. So, like, this road sweeps around, and then if you go through the entire trailer park, you get to the back of Old Town Belton. That's it? Yep. This road right here is why I never tried drinking and driving. I always had a massive fear that if I ever drank and drived, I don't know why. I was never afraid of crashing, but I was afraid of going into this water and fucking dying. So, like, I was always designated driver for my team whenever we went to this area. This road, for some reason, I was like, I'm not gonna die in that pond, man. It's not gonna happen. Never. Which is such a weird thing, but I guess adolescent brains aren't really well thought out. I wasn't a very smart kid. I don't even think I'm a smart human, to be honest. But that was like that's like the entrance to the entire trailer park. You can see how big it is. It's massive, dude. There's trailers everywhere. And then over here is probably the end of Belton, and then you start getting into Raymore, which is like Raymore is another edge right before you move into the country. You have like one main road, and then it goes into like back roads and stuff. Okay. So down here is like Walmart and stuff, and another Quick Trip. Like, these things will pop up everywhere. Like, if you're from Kansas City, in any way, shape, or form, you have a Quick Trip like every other street. People love Quick Trip. You have like 5 or 6 people on staff. Their number one thing is customer service and cleanliness. Everything is clean. Like, every 15 minutes, you have to clean. Period. So usually I have like 2 people on staff that are meant for cleaning and keeping people happy, and then inside is like a lot of food and taquitos and all that stuff. Quick Trip is just like the gold standard. I think all gas stations should try to replicate in any way, shape, or form. It's actually really interesting. The reason why you don't have Quick Trips on the East Coast and West Coast is because there was like a big war between all the convenience stores. And 3 major convenience store chains, I think it was BP, Quick Trip, and another one, all claimed territories. I think Wawa is the one on the East Coast. I can't remember. Wawa, does that sound familiar? Wawa? Wawa is amazing. Yeah, I think it was the East Coast. So they all agreed on territories. And so that's why you have them all spread out all over the United States. But Quick Trip started to break a couple of those trusts. They've gone into Arizona and Texas, and I don't know where it's been. It's been years since I've been with Quick Trip, but they were trying to expand into the territories because they have so much money, and people were like, "Wow, Quick Trip is amazing," and so they started like entrenching on other people. So it's kind of interesting. It's like a little war going on with the convenience stores. We have Quick Trip in the Midwest. Quick with a K? Yeah, there was a Quick Trip with a K as well that was around. It wasn't that good. But the Q was pretty good. Hang on, I need to blow my nose. Yeah, I'm sniffling. Okay. I think we're almost done with this tour, chat. So we had our trailer parks, but there was one area that was slightly worse than trailer parks. Slightly worse, and it was on this road. Right back here. And I wonder if they still have them up. I feel like they were close to being demolition. So, like, here, you have a Cirilla's, which people were pissed about. This was the first adult store that we had in Kansas City. Or not in Kansas City, in Belton. And everyone back here, my friend's mom and dad, hated this place. Apparently, stores like this bring down the value of houses. And this place going up just really demoralized everyone living back here, and there was like a lot of fights and a lot of like pickets and stuff, but this place still wound up going up. And, you know, it was pretty good. A little sex shop right back there. And right behind the sex shop is one of the worst apartment complexes I have ever partook here. Ever. This is the first place that I ever tried weed, right here. I remember they had a book that they wrote quotes down in after someone tried weed for the first time. Like, it was something they enjoyed. Like, they liked weed virgins. It was like they would bring them over and just, like, let them try. And I was one of those that, for some reason, I went with them. And they actively just do their best to get you stoned out of your mind. And my quote that was written down in their book was, "I'm so happy I'm pissed." And they wrote that down. And it was in a little black book that they had, and it had all these quotes, things like, "I'm fucking hungry," or "We should get Taco Bell right now." Things like that were just written down by all these people, which was pretty funny. But these things were, like, so cheap. They were cheap. These apartments were, like, $200 a month. The worst people lived here. It's crazy. Well, not worst people, but, like, the poorest people, or, like, the people that were, like, just barely making it, or usually, like, on a lot of drugs, or, like, just having a hard time surviving in life, like, they usually lived in this area. So this was like the lowest or poorest people in Belton. And then over here, you had all these houses. Oh, man, jeez. Oh, this brings back so many memories. I had a lot of friends that lived in this area. And I would walk over and knock on the door. I'm like, "Can you play Zach? Can you play Selwyn?" Big houses, I know, right? Okay. So that's that. And then, you know that Pizza Hut we saw earlier? It's because Pizza Hut got modernized over here. Damn. Look at that Pizza Hut, chat. When this Pizza Hut came in, people were freaking out, dude. Belton's growing up. Look at it. Big, yellow, red, good delivery, great place right off the highway. People love that place. And then we had our Walmart back here, which was like the place that everyone goes to in the Midwest. Walmart is king. It's where you buy everything. Look at that. Good old Walmart. And then this was the edge of Belton. I think right about here on this road. Oh, can I not go this way? I can't go that way. Let me get back out here if I can. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, you could go into Pizza Hut. You could sit down. Those were the times. This was the end of Belton, I'm pretty sure. This road right here. And this became Raymore, which was like the sister city of Belton. Back here, you had like fudge shops. Oh my god, my mom. She was always in this area. Always. Like, when I would go home back before, like, I had cell phones and stuff, I was like, we'd be like, "Where's Mom at?" And we're like, "Well, she's probably at Ceramics." And Ceramics was over here in this corner. My mom would be here 4 days a week, just spending all her money on doing ceramics. It was like her hobby. Is it still there? Let's see. It should be on this corner. Nope. I went here for some tanning. I had a little dolphin tattoo. So when you go get tanned, I don't know if it happens in other shops, but this place in particular, they would have stickers that you could pick up, right? And so you would take these stickers and you would apply it to your skin, and what it would do is be a barrier between the tan and your body. And so I had a dolphin sticker that I put in the same spot on my belly, on the bottom left part, and after about 4 tans, I had a nice little dolphin. And I would walk around and I'd be like, look at my dolphin, and I would show it to everybody. And they'd be like, that's cool, Trik. That's cool. And anyways, that was a ceramic shop. This barn has been here forever. Like, this guy would not give up this barn. He was like, no, it's my property. You get nothing for it. Oh my God, is this Ryan's? Oh, I forgot about Ryan's. Is that still here? Oh, Ryan's became a China star. This place used to be paradise when I was a kid. This is a buffet place. Some of the worst food you'll ever have in your life. But the thing was, there was so much of it that you would just go here all the time, and it was so cheap. It was like $10, and you could eat as much as you want. I would go there, and I would eat mashed potatoes and pizza. I would just eat that, and rolls with butter. And I would just put it in my mouth until it was dessert time. And then dessert, you would go and eat some of the worst fucking pre-cooked bakery foods ever in your life, but it was cheap. But I guess it's a China star now. Every Ryan's turns into a China star? Oh, is that how it works? Makes sense. Qdoba? They put a Qdoba here? These are all new. This was not here when I was here. Mod Pizza? Wow, look at you, Belton. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like watching someone grow up. Firehouse Subs, You Break, I Fix It. K Jewelry? Damn, Belton's got some money, man. Look at that. Panda Express? I think there was like a Culver's coming in before I left. Is that a Sam's Club? What's back here? What is that? Lowe's was there. This was not here. So Lowe's came up, and then all this was green stuff when I left.
Oh yeah.
Years ago.
You know those bits are going towards a burrito.
Oh wow, they put a Sam's Club out here. That's awesome. You had to drive all the way to Grandview for Sam's Club.
You mean to tell me that the clerk at BP didn't believe you were 21?
Yeah.
Even after you had your dolphin tan belly showing with a tucked-in shirt? I am at a loss that didn't work.
Okay, so like to explain this for you, real quick, chat. For the tuck-in story, by the way. So like, you know how a shirt looks like this? Okay, what you would do is tuck it in here, and you would tuck it right there. So like, eventually it would look like this. I don't know how to do this, but it was like up, and it was tucked into there, with like a little bow tie, and you pulled it through, and you did that. And that's how we tucked it in. Like a knot, yeah. That's how we tucked it in. And then like, here's belly button. You know what I'm saying? That's a look for sure. Yeah, literally, I don't know what we were thinking. That's a girl saying only no. Yeah, but I did it in solidarity with her. We were trying to buy alcohol. She was like, this makes me look older. And then she like literally pulled it up and then tucked it in. And I just, within like 5 seconds, I did it. I was like, okay, I'll do it too. And she's like, great, we look older. Where was the dolphin? My dolphin was like right here. That's where my dolphin was, left side. The drawing practice in Chicory paid off? It sure did. Sure did. Okay, anyways.